It's Coast to Coast with Mike, your host. It's the YouTube show that helps you cash in most. His track record's phenom, his cashing rate is the bomb, and it's all brought to you by RacingDudes.com. And now, the host of your show, Mike Somich.
Hey everybody, welcome to Coast to Coast. My name is Mike Somich, and today is June 19th, 2018, and we are jacked up about Royal Ascot. So we had a lot of fun this morning on the Racing Dudes group text message. We were talking about Lady Aurelia, her race. It wasn't so great, and we were also talking about Yoshida, who ran a really good race but just couldn't get the job done. And then that pick four, $4,400 for $1. It's going to be one of the best bets all year in racing because you have these massive fields and these competitive fields that are all going to pay out huge money with that $1 denomination. So we said, what the heck? Let's jump on Coast to Coast and let's talk about what we're most excited about. So with Justify right over my shoulder here, let's go Coast to Coast. Aaron, what are you looking forward to?
What is up, guys? I am happy to be back on Coast to Coast today with Mike and Curtis, and we're talking Royal Ascot, and really it doesn't get much better than Royal Ascot for me. This is just a week of racing that I look forward to so much. The greatest thing about it is you get a Tuesday through Saturday where great racing will start no matter where you are in the country, at least at 9:30, where I live 8:30, and then if you're out on the West Coast, 6:30. So you get racing from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. So it doesn't get any better than that. I'm going to preview the first race on Wednesday. Tell you why I'm excited for this race. The Queen Mary Stakes. The main reason I'm excited is this is the race that the Americans usually have the best shot to win. Thank you, Wesley Ward, for that. So Wesley Ward always will send horses over to Royal Ascot. It's kind of become his thing. And really what you do is once Keeneland starts and they start running the 2-year-olds in the spring, you start looking for Wesley Ward because he's prepping his horses to go to Royal Ascot. So he has one in here. The number 1 horse, Chelsea Cloisters. That is the favorite actually for the race. 8th length winner at Keeneland. So very excited to see if she can go and have success for Wesley like so many of his others in the past. But there's another one to look out for here as I scroll down on my screen. Let's look all the way almost to the outside. The 21, yes, there's 22 horses in this race. The 21 is so perfect. This horse is trained by Aidan O'Brien, going to be rode by Ryan Moore. And how about this? The sire of this horse, Scat Daddy. Also the sire of Justify, Scat Daddy. So that is something to look forward to as well. So perfect for Aidan O'Brien, probably going to be the second choice. By the way, speaking of Justify, check it out. Right on my office desk, and that's going to be there probably for years. Justify, $2 win ticket. It goes right next to this ticket. This one was not so happy. I don't know if you can see it there. It's faded now. It's very old, from 2012 or 13, I believe. $5 to win on Will Take Charge in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Lost by that much. So, anyway, but back to this race. That's the 2 horses I'm just madly looking forward to watching. I think both of these horses are going to put on a show. So we'll see what happens. It's Aidan O'Brien versus Wesley Ward at Royal Ascot with 2-year-olds. Does it really get any better than that? No, especially at 8:30 in the morning on Wednesday.
Hey everybody, this is Magic, and the race that I'm most excited about is the Group 1 Prince of Wales Stakes. It's on day 2 of the Royal Ascot meet, which this year is Wednesday, June 20th. It's a 10 furlong race. It serves as a Breeders' Cup. Win and you're in race for the Longines Breeders' Cup turf, this fall at Churchill Downs. Several recent Prince of Wales winners have competed in various Breeders' Cup races over the years. That includes Fantastic Light, Duke of Marmalade, Byword, So You Think, the Supermare, The Fugue, and the defending Prince of Wales champion Highland Reel, who won the 2016 Breeders' Cup turf and then was a very close third last year. Now this year's edition of the Prince of Wales, there's a very heavy favorite, and he's scared away a lot of other horses from running in this race. His name is Cracksman, and if you're not familiar with him, you need to be. He's going to go off at 1 to 2 odds if you're lucky, and that's for good reason. He's the number 3 ranked horse in the world. Okay? In the world. He has a 5-race win streak. He's done it over all variations of turf. He's done it from the back. He's done it up towards the front. He only has 6 competitors here, so he should put on a great show for us. And if he does, he'll definitely be a favorite come Breeders' Cup time in the fall. Now, if you're like my good buddy Dan the Fan Man, and you absolutely refuse to bet heavy chalk, I get it. I want to point you towards Hawkbill. He should go off at around 10 to 1. He's the son of an American stallion, Kitten's Joy, you should be familiar with. He's owned by Godolphin. He's won plenty of big races, including the Group 1 Shima Classic on Dubai World Cup night a couple of months ago. He also won here at the Royal Ascot Meet 2 years ago in a Group 3 event. So he's familiar with the track. He's familiar with big events. He's not scared away by any of it. He was a victim of the Coronation Cup's hot pace early last out. I'm hoping with this slower pace that we should expect here, he can at least hang on. And like I said, if the favorite doesn't fire, this is your one to go with. Either way, it's going to be a great day, part of a great week. Always love the Royal Ascot Meet. Going to pass it off over to you, Mike.
Thanks, Curtis. Appreciate it, man. Aaron, thanks for chipping in as well. For my race, I'm actually going to go to Thursday. It's the 5th race on the card. The 4th race is the feature. It's the Gold Cup, $675,000. You've got a couple horses that you might see in the Breeders' Cup. But I love the idea of this 5th race. It's the Britannia Stakes, and it's what makes the Royal Ascot Meet so unique. So in this race, you've got 33 runners. Yeah, 33. So you end up with 2 groups of horses, one on each side, with different horses trying to pop out of each pack. You essentially have 2 different pace setters. You have different sets of closers. And the place bet pays 4 places. So if you bet a horse to place, they can finish 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. You also have a field attribute of it. So every horse after 20 is all grouped as 1. So if you bet the 20 horse, you get the 20 through the 33 horse, which I think is kind of awesome. I used to love doing that at Breeders' Cups. And on top of that, you have a 7 to 1 favorite in the field. The second choice is 8 to 1. The third choice is 15 to 1. If you have an opinion, you get paid. That is what's great about Ascot. You have all these wonderful horses coming, competing for big-time purses and awesome betting races. The pick 4 is going to be part of this race. With 33 entries, you never know. It's also really interesting on the weight side. So the top weight for this race is going to be carrying 133 pounds. The bottom weight is going to be carrying 120 pounds. So it's just a really unique setting. It's just a very cool meet. You've got 5-6 days of racing with just wonderful horses, and you have races like this. We have 33 entries with 20 different betting entries and these massive pools. Make sure you are watching Royal Ascot. So that's going to be it for our special. I really appreciate everybody watching. We'll be back with regular Coast to Coast Thursday through Sunday. We're going to actually flip it up a little bit and get a different format coming on Thursday. So please tune in and check it out. Check out racingdudes.com for all your needs, everything from race previews to race reviews, as well as picks. I know Royal Ascot, we did free picks today. Probably will have some free picks up over the weekend, so make sure you check that out as well. Thanks, everybody, for watching.
Thanks for watching Coast to Coast, brought to you by racingdudes.com. I was your host, Mike Somich. You can follow me on Twitter at Samobomb18, and you can follow the Racing Dudes at racing_dudes. Head over to racingdudes.com for all the latest news, articles, free picks, and premium selections. Don't forget to check out the podcast, Blinkers Off, available twice a week on iTunes, SoundCloud, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.